Hi, Jim here. So as part of the process of exploring, developing perspectives on tandeming and understanding tandeming, wanted to introduce you to the Rodriguez. Um, as I said initially in our opening video, we had this bike custom built by Rodriguez Bikes out of Seattle, Washington. Um, we spec the bike specifically for our needs. I'm going to get into some of those details here in a second. And they also built this frame specifically for Carly and I. So a couple of highlight pieces to this. First of all, steel. This is a steel bike chosen for two reasons. One, because we can utilize the stainless couplers. And I have to tell you, this was absolutely, or has been, invaluable. We've been able to break the bike down not only into its hard-sided bike boxes for long transport, international transport, but also break it down in part. So partial breakdown for transporting locally in the back of a car, in an Uber, for example. And Rodriguez spec'd this bike, again, all steel, stainless couplers. We chose to go with caliper brakes rather than big disc brakes, primarily so that we could avoid potential complicated field repairs. When you do transport a bike like this, they will take some hits. These boxes will take some hits. I wanted to avoid any bending of discs, for example. So we went simple. These caliper brakes, which are quite strong, quite capable, also very easy to repair. And I do again want to shout out the Bikery for helping us do a field repair on the back caliper here. I will say this with respect to disc. Before I do, not stainless, but steel bikes. One of the reasons that we chose to go this direction with the steel bike is it's easily welded should there be some sort of incident or issue, and you may not be in a spot where you have access to welding for aluminum, for example. So we wanted this bike to be robust. We wanted this bike to be basically a pack mule, and Rodriguez did that for us. Now back to the disc. You do see this disc back here. That is our drag brake. And it is actuated here on the handlebar. Number of indents here. A couple quick comments about drag brakes. Invaluable. Astonishing. We use the drag brake often. We just returned from a very long trip in Europe. We actually did over 14,000 feet in ascents, which means there are a number of descents that come with that. Having a drag brake on a bike that is fully laden, it has obviously been unpacked since our trip, but a fully laden tandem, we were easily over 350 pounds. And coming downhill, this thing's a rocket. Having the drag brake was an incredible asset. I use the drag brake often, almost daily. I will also say that I use the drag brake in some relatively uncommon situations, such as when we had to descend some steps when we were in Tabor, Czech Republic. And having the drag brake allowed us to